Yo, what's going on everybody? Xantos Vice here and we are back with some more Honkai Star Rail. I hope you guys had a great day today. Yeah, sorry I'm doing this stream pretty late. I just honestly wanted to take today to be like just a chill day for the most part. Especially since I just want to also like take the time to get my hair cut and wash my clothes and everything before my sister's graduation. So just went ahead and did all that, just chilled and yeah. But anyway, where we last left off, we had finally started the Star Rail Fest in the story to see if we can get our plan into action. And it does seem like we have been able to attract the attention of one of the supplicants, being someone sponsored by Full Wish TV, who I'm assuming is Cinderborn. But again, I'm going to be curious as to how that even happened. Because again, he's not the one who's been like altered by Full Wish as a whole, right? So how exactly did he end up with the map? Well, if it even is him, I don't know. It could actually be someone else, and these are just like they're lapdogs or something. And like I said, I have a theory for the Bloom murderer, whoever it is. Again, I think, and again, this is just my theory still. I think Full Wish thinks they're in control, right? Like they were able to get someone like this because again, they need to create that havoc so then people would believe that they're in the right since they're helping with the repercussions of what happened with the Simmer Syndicate and everything. I feel like they're gonna try to turn all this on their head, and just when all the hope and after we save the day, something's gonna go wrong. Well, at least that's what I think it is. Again, I don't know if this is actually the end of 4.1 or not, because this is seeming like the main boss fight of the 4.1 patch, but I don't know. It just feels like a bit too direct about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, probably the reason for it taking so long for 4.0 was to establish a lot of the things before moving forward with the actual stuff. Which was fine, mind you, but it's like, considering how, like, this is kind of going, I'm kind of surprised it's going like this. Well, at the very least, maybe they'll try to, like, put in some plot twists at the end that kind of, like, be like, oh, you thought it was predictable for the most part? Well, wait till the end, you know? At least that's my expectations on this. But yeah, we're gonna go deal with these fake Power Rangers and see if we can snap them out of it. Seriously, now I know what it feels like to be Tommy back in Mighty Morphin when he had to face all the other Rangers. Oh boy, Mighty Morphin was just such a classic. It'll never get old. So let's get this over with. Yeah, just shut up. And again, are they gonna fight me with this fake pom-pom? Because again, that's what I was kind of thinking, because we saw a bit of the figurines or like dolls or whatever around the exhibition stuff, right? So I was kind of assuming, like, is that supposed to be like, oh, we're gonna fight someone like just a whole bunch of them or like an army or something? But I don't know. Let's just get this over with. Oh, right, we got Asheville on the team.
請求列車逃げ出したかと思っていたがおっと助っ人を雇ってきたのか
I mean, there is 4 of you and 1 giant mech. I don't see why I'm not allowed to have help.
それもどうやら見知った顔のようだ久しぶりだなおじいさん
You know them?
鳩川区で暮らしたことのある人間同士多かれ少なかれ縁はあるおたくらが僕を知り合いだと言ってくれるならこっちだってあれこれ指図するような真似はしたくないだがそれでも一つだけ言っておくぞ満願からどんな指示を受けたかは知らないがおたくらはもう一線を越えた引き返すつもりがあるなら早い方がいいたけしひな星原そして正弘僕の心からの忠告を聞いてそれでもまだ満願に従うつもりか
俺はこいつらの仲間だ
おじいさん聖越者への挑戦は禁じられていないだろう我々の挑戦は誰にも止められない
失ゲマを止められないのと同じようにかい。
私たちは失ゲマではない。ここへ来たのは殺戮のためなどではない。
俺たちはみんなに証明するために来たんだ。俺たちこそみんなの幸福を守れるヒーローなんだって。
請求列車、この天外からの来訪者どもは自分たちが銀河を絶滅大軍の魔の手から救ったなどと嘘吹いているが、それが真実かどうかなど誰にわかる。彼らが銀河を救ったというのもカンパニーの演出の一つかもしれない。かつてテレビの前の子供たちを慰めようと必死にヒーローを演じていた我々と同じように、子供たちに、そして過去の私に言い聞かせてきた。失ゲマが現れてもヒーローが来てみんなを守ってくれるからと。
リーダー。
だが15年前、子供だった私たちが助けを必要とした時、請求列車のナルシビトはどこにいた。グレー、こんな連中に騙されるな。華々しい銀河の英雄なんて噂に踊らされるんじゃない。
He makes a fair point. Wait, again, remind me if I'm getting this right, but the Astro Express was also, they did also crash here 15 years ago, right? During the events of the Phantasmic games, and then that's when Himiko left, right? So it does bring a good point as to like, what were they doing at the time? Again, I'm not gonna say that they did nothing. We don't know. They probably actually did do something, or at least were potentially Himiko's support or someone or another supplicant support behind the scenes, but I'm honestly kind of surprised we haven't heard anything about them yet still. I mean, I get it is 4.1 and everything, and this is supposed to be more like centered around Ashvale, but I would think when like sleuthing through more of this, we'd learn a bit more about the case, but we kind of really haven't.
彼らは
I think we did a
私
bit,
た
but
ちの
not too
幸福な
much.
ど何とも思っていない。この地を訪れすぐに去っていく観光客と同じ、いやもっと無慈悲だ。優越の遊戯を土足で踏み荒らし、この世界の人々の注目を奪おうとしているのだから。こいつらは私たち二層楽園の住民が抱くヒーローという幻想を自分たちの姿にすり替えたのだ。開拓精神などという身勝手な虚栄心を満たすためだけに。答えろ。貴様はこれまでただの一度でも夕暮れの血だまりの中で震えるようなそんな思いをしたことはあるか。
宇宙ステーションで終末獣と向き合った時の感覚は今でもはっきり覚えてる。
あんたが本当に憎いのは請求列車じゃなくあんた自身なのね。幼くて無力で誰も守れなかった自分自身。でも言わせてちょうだい。その無力さは決してあんたのせいじゃない。
請求列車は宇宙一、請求列車は宇宙最強。
だらだら喋ってないでさっさと戦え。お互い血まみれになって戦うんだ。俺たちに血の皮を見せてくれよ。やれ卒業戦隊、そのエイリアンどもぶちのめせ。
黙れ、全員黙れ。幼い私たちが無力だったのは確かに私たちのせいじゃない。だが私たちは血塗られた遊戯の孤児たちは無力なままで終わったりはしない。我々はハッピーオペによって変化した。かつての無力な自分に打ち勝ちレイメージャーとなった。我々は強くなったのだ。おかしい。苦痛は消し去ったはずなのに、なぜあれほどの恐怖を。 涙が出るほどの恐怖を感じた。
リーダー、それはその苦痛がずっとそこにあったからさ。今度こそ苦痛に打ち勝つんだ。幸福の力でもう一度乗り越えるんだよ。
そうだな。我々のすべきことをしよう。アハトピアの人々が思い描くヒーローの姿を宇宙からの来訪者どもから取り戻すんだ。
正宏、どうする？
すまない、死なずの兄さん。ヒーローは仲間を絶対に裏切らない。俺たちは失業戦隊、4人の心を一つにして世界を守る戦士なんだ。仲間たち、そして俺たちを応援してくれる全ての人を失望させるようなことだけはできない。
我々こそが真の英雄だ。この車掌の像を見ろ。莫大なリソースを持つ主生グループでさえ命を吹き込めなかった抜け殻だ。だが我々にならできる。それを今証明してやろう。
早く止めなくちゃ。あいつらに請求列車の名前で好き勝手させちゃダメだよ。
俺が眼力を捧げ目覚めさせる。
私が骨格となり立ち上がらせる。
俺が燃料となり前進させる。
そして私はコアとなってエンジンに永遠の喜びを奏でさせよう。
Ah, I see. So using the wish power gathered to 4 different people. Yeah, I guess that would make up for the difference. Oh boy.
間もなく幸福へ跳躍する。大掃除じゃ。汚れを消し去る。みんなお捨てに。
This is so funny. Bro, look at Asheville hitting the MG link. Ah, facts. Yo, what's up, Drago? No, this is so funny because it's like we're fighting like an evil pom-pom, right? This reminds me of like how people made all those edits how like Paimon would somehow become the final boss of Genshin. It's like, oh my god, it's actually come to life in some way in a Hoyoverse game. The alloyed Mechatron King Pom-Pom uses high-temp sterilization mode and gains several stacks of lasting antibac. Basically, he is an eco. Yeah, that's true. That does actually work for him. Greatly increasing his defense. Oh boy. Gaining a certain amount of punchline allows the ally to alloy Pommy to gain extra turn and enhance basic attack. Oh, okay. Enhanced basic attack can remove 1 stack of lasting antibac from the alloy Mechatron. Okay. But when the effects are removed, it takes massive damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, how you doing, Dragasonic?
お前たちを止めてみせる。
Oh boy.
ハムの姿で破壊行為なんか絶対にさせない。
Wait, what? Oh, these are separate entities. Okay. Sure, I guess. Same for you first.
方法はあります。服を分かちましょう。
Let me just start off with this.
移ろいゆく泡。皆そこで深淵を迎えよ。
遊んであげるよ。好きに使ってくれ。
Like, oh boy, this isn't gonna go by that smoothly running. Like, no, I know. I mean, makes sense because I mean, to be fair, I only have one elation unit, and that's a Silver Wolf. But even if I use Silver Wolf, I don't have a team to build around her. I mean, maybe I could, but I don't know. The problem is, literally, Silver Wolf is my only elation character on the whole fucking team. So I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I'll give it my best shot. Oh, hold up. My team was Archer, Sparkle, Yao Guang, and DHPT. Oh, okay. I mean, I can do most of that. I just don't have Yao Guang, unfortunately. So I don't know how I'd go about that. Yeah, just... Oh, here we go. Should I just impair... Should I impair the side units, or would it be... extra turn? It's like a... Oh, okay, yeah, because I want to get rid of damage reduction. I see. Yeah, so aiming that at them would be better. Okay, I got you. Thank you, Aventurine. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Let's get you first. Ooh, and extra shield. Ow. Thank you. Just do this. This. Again. It's one of Yao Guang's recommended teams. Another one being Cyrene, Triby, and Hyacinth. Well, then the only problem with that is that I only have Cyrene. Unfortunately, I don't have the other support units from Amphorius. Alright, I have to learn that whenever I pull for Yao Guang. I mean, she will be my next priority, but I'll just have to see what I can do. You? I mean, I'm lasting so... Oh, but this thing has 2 lives. God damn it. This is not gonna go well for me, is it? Okay. I could pull... Fully cast since I have Hyacinth. But I don't know Cyrene. Ah, okay. Let's do... Ah, fuck it, we'll do this. I don't know if it's really gonna amount to much, but I might as well. There we go. Hold up.
我々はすでに1匹カンパニーの犬を処分した。もう数匹処分したところで何も変わらない。なんだと。気をつけて。掃除開始だ。買いだ。掃除中じゃぞ。靴を掃除じゃ。選択ではない。 最悪の誓い。イコ様は気をつけて。掃除中じゃぞ。掃除中じゃぞ。全体掃除モード。大掃除セット。手加減はなしです。
Ah, boy. Okay, this is not looking good for your boy. Good to do. Oh shit! No. Please stop. Yes, good. Do this. Then let's put a bit more offense. Do this again. You're basically using my Akon team before the HPT came out, but Jocho in BS. Oh, really? Oh wait, yeah, aim for you. Duh. Oh shit. Thank you for the extra shield. Honestly surprised I'm lasting this long.
プリティは
約束した楽園を守る。汚れも苦痛もきれいに掃除。みんな笑ってうわっつ。
Boy, am I glad I have Castoria's universal thing. Let's see. Do this. Let's go for this too. I think this is my only shot. Let's go for this. Yes. Try this. Kazak's coming in clutch, seriously, but I don't think Acheron will last long enough for this. So we're about to lose her. Yeah, and there we go. Damn it. Oh boy. Don't think I'm gonna win this. Ow. If you had DHPT with his SIG, you'd have tons of Oh, that's fucking right. I should have just put... I don't know why I didn't just think, oh, just put Don Hung regardless. Because I could have just done that. True. But again, the problem is, like, if I was gonna put him, I would have needed an elation unit. And before this battle started, it didn't let me put, like, Asheville if he is an elation unit. Oh, wait, no, he's a hunt unit. Never mind. It doesn't even matter anyway. But anyway, like I said, I didn't really know what I should even put with my new Silver Wolf. So I didn't think I could make any kind of decent elation team and no real support. Kind of why I just left things as they were. Let's do this. This. Damn it, not enough built up yet. Not good. Do this. Damn, not enough. Buffs outweigh benefits a lot. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Alright, let me do this. Aim for you. He's broken as support sustain. Yeah, I guess just overall I could have just thought of it like that. Damn it! I almost had enough for this. Yeah, we're dead. Oh my god, we No! Damn it! Oh, did I actually do it? I thought I would need to, like, at least use another old, and I want to use Black Swan, but hey, I did it with my Acheron team, okay? That's good enough.
仇を飲むは我が血、不義を打つは我が心。領主ラマンチャ、汝に生死の誓いを捧ぐ。天球、足折れし狼に目を伏せ、我が領を導きたまえ。
次は終点神々のわらうち。おかえり神のもとへ。
静かに。もう寝る時間だ。
What the hell? Sick looking though. I'm cooked. I'm back. I'm cooked. Yeah, I know. Crazy how it literally just went back and forth like that. But hey, I did it. That's what matters. I'll be honest, I thought I was actually gonna fail like at the very end, because there's been times where I ended up choking at the very end. That happened with Fentalia before I actually learned I could just like buff up my Natasha at the time. So I can't choke. Or I mean, I can't screw it up at the end, so luckily this was not one of those cases. The Adventuring follow-up finish it off? Yeah, like, seriously, Adventuring with the fucking carry, because, let's be honest, if he didn't have as many follow-ups as he did that battle, we would have been toast probably, like, if I'm lucky, by the end of, like, the first health bar. We in purgatory?
ちょっとこんな時に縁起悪い冗談はやめて。
Hey, we went through death many times. This wouldn't be that much of a surprise.
確か私たちは暴走したシャトル列車に捕まったままハイトンネルを抜けてここまで落下してきたはずよね。なら
でもこのボロボロの建物とか遠くに見える変な空間とか全然駅って感じじゃないよね。二層楽園の地下ってこんな広いスペースがあったの？
他に可能性があるとしたらここは現実じゃなく絵の世界なのかも。私たちは何らかの理由でこの世界に迷い込んでしまったのかもしれないわ。
うちら元の場所に帰れるのかな？
急いでみんなを探してここを脱出しましょう。
そういえば品津さんたちはどこ行っちゃったんだろう。
Well, they survived, luckily enough. Yo, what's up, Divine? How you doing, my guy? Hey, man, you finally started watching Beat Break? This show is fire. Damn it, I knew I forgot something. Well, I forget a lot of things, but damn it, you know what? I'm writing it right now that I'm gonna actually, watch Beat Break. I'm actually, put it on my notes right now. Give me a second. Alright, let me just go to it, because like I said, there are times where I just forget, like, some things that just slips past me, even though it's a higher priority. Okay. Watch Digimon Beat Break. Okay, I'll definitely try to find time this week to at least start it. I mean, to be fair, there are some days where it's like I don't have anime to watch, so I definitely will give it a start this week. Don't worry, Divine. Also kept up with Rent a Girlfriend. That's not fire. Oh, it's as bad as I get. No, I've been peeping around here and there at, like, the stuff with Rent a Girlfriend, and dude, it is fucking atrocious. Like, I'm honestly surprised they actually have money to even make a or continue the manga, honestly. Like, dude, how much hate mail would they probably get from all this? Well, if they even accepted it, but, like, god damn. Like, it is not anywhere good. Like, regardless of what the point is in the manga or the anime, it's just... They'd probably just be better off giving up, honestly. Like, there's no way that they're making ends meet with a story like that. It's terrible. Makes much for a time like that. I mean, yeah, I guess true. With a title like that, it does kind of make it hard to see, like, how could it ever be a banger, really? Alright, God damn it, I would have to exit out. I was gonna see what potentially a Silver Wolf team I could build up with, like, the guide, but guess that's not happening yet.
やはり我々は新ウィッシュマフィアのようなゴミとは違ったようだな。
The dude made a fortune from, like, probably worst stories they able to get. Yeah, seriously, it's like, dude, how the hell are they actually making money off of it? Like, it literally just gets worse and worse. Maybe because there are people, like, who get it out of spite to, like, ruin it or burn it or whatever. Reminds me of back then, like, when LeBron ended up going to Miami, everyone burned his Cavs jersey before. That was still wild to me.
そりゃそうさリーダー。俺たちはヒーロー、正義、不滅の幸福の化身なんだから。
オタクらが正義だってんなら、僕は必要悪を担当しようか。
Look, I'm so ready for Evanescence. 300k, or I mean 30k gems and over 500 tickets. I'll be using the Relic Recon on her. It's up to over 30 recommended subsidiaries. That's nice. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can pull for Evanescence. Even if I don't, at least it'll pile up for when I need to, like, get Yao Guang if she ever gets a rerun banner or something. So at least I have that kind of to fall back on. Yeah, still cool.
みんな正気に戻ってくれ。このままじゃ本当に。
笑って笑って、永遠の極楽、本当の幸福があなたを待ってるんですよ。
お願いだから話を聞いてくれ。口場さんと一緒に超常現象管理局に出頭しよう。ちゃんと事情を話せばきっとまだ間に合うはずだ。
諦めな。連中はもう快楽にしか反応しない生き物になり下がったんだ。
みんな幸せ、誰も知らない。笑おう、さあ笑え。いずれこの二層楽園は笑いに包まれる。先輩、それに島津さん、お願いっす。どうかみんなを説得して。
Jago, well, you already have Civil War 999. You do better waiting for Yao Guang, or maybe get Sparksy reruns since she does so well with a couple of core aspects for Civil. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. It's like, again, I get it from like the player aspect of like trying to do endgame and just like regular stuff. But at the same, if it is a DPS, yeah, I mean, I do get that too. But it's like, again, this is kind of more just appealing to me as like a Honkai Impact 3rd fan personally, because I did whatever it took to pull Fine on. I had to save up to get Cyrene, because I mean, come on, Kevin and Alicia on the same team, I had to. That's why for me it's like, if I can, I'll pull for Evanescia, because then it'd be like having another one of the OG Flame Chasers. Because again, I just love that story. That part was like one of the greatest arcs in HI3. We'll spoil, but episode 11 and 12 Beat Breaker are like possibly some of the best writing in that franchise. Really? Okay. I mean, Digimon do get bangers at times. They do have bangers at times. So, I won't doubt it. If it's that good, then I'll definitely try to check that out this week. I promise. Like I said, I actually made a note for myself on my phone this time and not just on a sticky note. There's nothing I can do.
どいてくれ、正宏。
島津さん、もうちょっとだけ待ってくれよ。
So what exactly do we do with these guys?
知ってるだろ。本当はみんないいやつなんだ。
How the hell did they even get like the how do they even know how to make a surgery like this to just make them like eternally like smiling or whatever?
聞こえなかったか？
本物のヒーローは絶対に仲間を見捨てたりなんかしないんだ。
These do Power Rangers? Something like that. I mean, they're not actually Power Rangers, but it's like they're actors who play as something akin to Power Rangers on a show in our Plan Arcadia.
今からこいつらを殺す。って言ったら、オタクは止めるかい？それ。
Oh, he's asking me. I mean, hey. Look. I get it. Be the sappy guy and be like, no. They were playing on the franchise in this game. Yeah, I know, but it's like I said, I loved Honkai Impact 3rd. Part 1. Part 2, still debatable. I'll actually have to go back to Part 2 because it's been so long since I played that. And I completely forgot where I'm even at in the story. But, yeah. I mean, they got cool character designs and new mechanics, but... I'm at the Squadron. Oh, yeah, the Squadron. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, playing the franchise of Power Rangers in the game, yeah. Nah, it's like I said before. If a video game character is not going to make the options to do evil stuff, I will be the one to do it. It's like those times with Van. No matter what, this dude would always try to be a goody two-shoes when he isn't supposed to. And I'm the guy who always has to make those decisions to push him over the edge. Because someone has to play like the bad guy at times. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to see it through to the end.
死へ備えるは生。在郷に血のあがないよ。新ウィッシュマフィア。 鳩側に救うマフィアとして対立組織と大規模な争いを引き起こし
Saw through to the end.
多
As
数
well.
の重傷者を出した。
Nice.
強盗、恐喝など彼らの罪は数知れない。
Because I mean, that's the other thing too. It's like if they give you these options, you want to choose the one that's like different, right? You don't want to choose the same like basic protagonisty answer. It's like, nah, I want to choose something different. You know, I want to be that guy who did something. But Overkill Woman and Ouroboros, people the worst character in Trails. She's so Twitch bait. Yeah, she definitely is. Like seriously, that was one of the worst things you could have done. Like, really, you made a streamer a member of Ouroboros. Like, come on, really? And also her whole personality, it was just so cringe, bro. Like, how can they think they actually made something? Like, don't tell me they were actually proud of themselves. Like, what? When they made this character, they were like, "All right, let's go. We made the perfect Ouroboros character. Shake my hand, man. Nah, you too, man. Great work. Awesome. Let's go." And they thought it was gonna be like people would put her like S tier on their tier list. Cause fuck no. If I could put anything below an F, if I ever did a tier list for like the Daybreak series and whatever, I definitely put below F. I'd probably go all the way to Z or even make up a freaking letter below Z if I have to.
狂いけど邪推。あいつらは間違いなくろくでなしだ。彼らが人生で行った善行なんて、お水だまりにたまたま浮かんだ透明な泡程度のものだろう。
そうとも。だから奴らはヒーローに倒されたんだ。この世界も奴ら自身もそうして幸せになった。
ああ、確かにあいつらには償わなくてはならない罪があったさ。だがそれはオタクらがおもちゃを乱暴に壊すようにあいつらを惨殺していい理由になんかならない。
助けてくれてありがとう。私は黎明レッド、卒業戦隊の隊長だ。ちょっと待ってくれ。まだ話の途中だろ。
ごっこ遊びなんかじゃないですよ。だってみんな心の底から笑顔になれたじゃないですか。探偵さん、巡回レンジャーって知ってます？宇宙における正義の味方たちの集まりだって噂なんです。それが本当なら私たちもこの町のレンジャーってことになるんでしょうか。
しなつさん、ちょうどいいところにちょっと頼みたいことがあって。
この味は。なるほどな。
あんた一体何を。
正宏、今日この場で起きたことを忘れるな。そしていつでも僕に復讐すればいい。やめろなんて言わないさ。
Shadows withdrew beneath Ashvale's feet like a receding tide, leaving Cinderborn standing alone in the wake of the darkness. As the gloom dispersed, it utterly subsumed his three companions, along with the shadows that tethered them to it, vanishing with a trace. Oh, wait, was it the thing he saw in the shadow, or was the thing in the Red Ranger's shadow his power? But see, that's what I mean. It's like, sometimes the detectives, they have to do stuff that they aren't proud of, right? Like, to solve the case. Because it's bigger than just them. The case won't just affect this small group of people. Like, I'm not saying it's always the right answer, but at least with, like, the degree of writing, it's plausible in this case. Not plausible, but the logical answer. Right? You okay?
俺たちは一体。
Hey, I mean, to be fair, you can't really blame Ashvale. You should blame the people who literally gave them that surgery. Which again, I'm still kind of curious, why exactly was he hesitant about it, right? Like, he was going to follow his friends through to the very end with this whole plan, right? I'm honestly surprised he didn't go through with it, because that's what I was thinking, because along the lines, like I said, I had joked about, like, oh, they'd be our enemy and everything, or he would have a death flag raised and everything, but that's why I'm, like, really surprised that he wasn't the one to fall for it. Again, I'm wondering what exactly changed him for that. Again, was it because he was my fan that it's like he still held some other degree of hope other than what Fullwish had, or what? Okay, I wonder if that can explain. Right, end the dialogue. I can't believe they did that. That's the worst character they ever made. Like, not even ideas. Like, not even the idea is good. It's in regards to the overkill thing. Yeah, exactly, bro. You get me.
これで新たな棺間事件は解決したということになるのかしら
Oh yeah, because they were saying that they killed him, right? But how does that work? Were they like blessed with... Oh wait, is that what it was? When they asked for power, did they wish for a power similar to that of that serial murderer? Is that what it was? Because again, like they said, it's kind of because of what happened there that the Sandwich Syndicate was gone, and Fullwish was able to expand their group, right? Did they actually do that? That'd be crazy if it was. Because again, making heroes do something like that, like people who are supposed to be like Power Rangers, that's insane. Maybe he was that much of a fan of the MC, seeing that you did so much without the surgery. It's also through the lens of the comic series had to offer as their only frame of reference for the Express its exploits. Yeah, because again, that's what I was thinking. Is like maybe the influence of me being a fan of my adventures, right? Because that was kind of supposed to be like the prime example. Like, I'm not an almighty god. I'm not part of a huge organization like the IPC or those other guys. But at the same time, we're still able to do these things. Even if it's not necessarily alone, we're still able to make things happen or move things along that would have been stuck at a stalemate otherwise. But again, does this really conclude the Herald of Death case? I don't know. Again, I feel like there's probably more to the case than this. Just saying. Because yeah, it feels too abrupt to end it like that. And look, like, I get this is supposed to be like, oh, it's sad for Cinderborn, don't get me wrong. Like, the voice actor is doing a terrific job for him. Like, you can hear the anguish in his voice. But at the same time, it's like, maybe if I got to know a bit more about the Rangers, or maybe if we got to hang out with Cinderborn a bit more, maybe I'd feel a bit more of a twinge, like, that kind of hurt, you know? But we didn't really get that. I mean, I get it possibly would have been like, it'd be too much extra stuff to really put in that probably people wouldn't have really cared for, or they probably would have skipped it. But at the same time, I feel like for those who actually would take the story seriously, it would have been a nice little touch there. Just saying as an opinion.
何の物証も証言もないけれど報告書には何をどう書けばいいのかしら
The color's a bit too dark in my opinion, because I'm not white, but not exactly black either. I'm more like the night blue sky. Just for God damn it, man. No, you know what? Maybe that should be like an established quote just for the channel. Like, we gotta make a specific quote just for like Daybreak and just make that a fucking meme of the channel at this point, because there's always gonna be a thing, isn't it? I mean, he was hesitant before meeting you, then he met you and went from being on the fence to leaning towards not doing it. Yeah. No, like I said, what they did with Cinderborn, I like that. But at the same time, in regards to the Daybreak Squadron and that, I would have liked just a bit more. Did the Daybreak Squadron really do it?
さあねその質問に答えられる人がいるとしたら品津さんだけよでも私は彼を信じている
That was the greatest gift Van has ever
彼
given
の
us.
影が牙を突き立てるのは真に罪深きものだけだからあの力の由来が何かはわからないけど
Oh, really?
積み上げてきた実績は確かよこれまで何度も超常現象管理局の手に負えない厄介な事件を解決してきたもの
Hmm. And those drenched in sin. Okay. Very interesting. I mean, I guess that actually would be the perfect thing for him, considering he does follow the path of the hunt, right? Hunting down bad guys to like a literal extent. But yeah, if anything, that was the only good thing Van ever gave us. Anything else was just garbage. And that's putting it nicely. I'd put a few more choice words, but I
よ
wouldn't
か
know
った
where
よ
to
かっ
begin.
た。おたくらを守りきれないんじゃないかとヒヤヒヤしたよ。
巡回レンジャーの首領ラマンチャ、その名前には聞き覚えがあるわ。
Wait,
で
what?
もそれは随分古い伝説のはずだけど。
Wait, is he actually the leader of the Galaxy Rangers? I mean, I'll be honest, I was kind of thinking like the aesthetic kind of seems similar to Boot Hill, but I was like, nah, that could just be like a design, but then it was like just altered to an extent that it was some kind of different archetype. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess it was about time we met another member of the Rangers, but still.
七死人ってのはなかなか物知りなんだな。その名もいい加減この銀河から消え失せただろうし、そろそろ新しい人生を始めようかと思ってたんだが。
Oh no, right, yeah, because they're not a full organization anymore, right? They kind of just all split up. Because like, in their hearts, they're still Galaxy Rangers, but it's not like they're an organization to this day, like how the IPC and them are, right? Yeah, he's a Galaxy Ranger, or well, retired. Remember that convo between Sparkle and Boot Hill? She mentioned a broken-legged wolf. I'll play arcade. Oh! Okay. That I actually didn't remember. Thank you for letting me know. I honestly would have forgotten. Or, I mean, I did forget, but still. Divine Daybreak 2 was not a highlight. Granted, there was few characters that came out better from that plot. Yeah, but let's highlight and underline the word few. Because they definitely tried to do it for some characters, but they just did it really badly. Or it's just like it completely failed. You know, Boot Hill and Rappa?
まさかシルバーガンシュラさんと両乱人形さんのことか？
It was on the express from one of the memory bubbles after and forth. Oh, okay. I don't think I've actually checked that, so.
もちろん知らないさ。僕が引退したのはもう大昔のことだ。
Ah.
知り合いのレンジャーでまだ生きてるのは2人だけ。一人は僕を裏切り者と罵り、もう一人は僕を自分の獲物だと思ってる。
Oh, okay. Wait, so again, clarify this for me if you can, Drago. Are the Galaxy Rangers still a thing? Like, they're still an up and running organization? Or are they just like, whatever? I mean, I know they mainly just do their own stuff normally, kind of like mercenaries, but at the same time, it's like, I just need a clarification on like what their group is like. If you happen to know the details, which I assume you would. Saying you know a lot of lore.
とにかくさっき耳にした名前は忘れてくれ。今ここにいる僕は探偵の品津だ。それ以上僕の正体をあれこれ詮索したり、さっき死んだ連中を傷んでる暇があるなら、ここを出る方法を考えた方がいいんじゃないか？楽園の地下に何か良くないものが潜んでると噂には聞いてたが、そんな噂を耳にしながら楽園で暮らす人々はよく毎日安眠できるな。
Ah, okay. Yeah, so this is the work of something else. I was kind of thinking that because I'm like, there's no way his power would actually go that out of control because he definitely seems to be in control of the whole situation. So I didn't think this space would be his ability, like a reality marble or dimension or anything.
列車のアナウンスでは神々の笑う地だなんて言ってたけど、そんな駅は聞いたこともないわね。
まさかうちらは永遠にここから出られないの？
品津さん、さっきから随分余裕がありそうね。こんなに不気味な場所にいて、少しの身の危険も感じてないようだけど。
Trigger. I mean, it's much more loose than an organization, but they still sort of work together if they happen to cross paths, or like what happened on Penacony. They still have a code that they follow, and would gather together for certain things or occasions. Oh, okay. So it's that they still exist, like, as a concept. Okay. Got it. That's just kind of what I needed to make sure, because I didn't remember if it was, like, explicitly explained or not. Or if I just forgot. And Boo used that bullet Akron brought from Tierna on the Galaxy Range. Right, yeah, because that was the call on them, right? It was somewhat similar to like a distress signal, or not a distress signal, but kind of like a flare, in a sense.
この場所について本当に何も知らないのかしら？
いわゆる企業秘密ってやつだ。それと僕を怪しんだって無駄だ。僕はただ探偵としてふさわしい態度を、雇い主を信じるって態度を貫いてるだけだからな。さてお兄さん、パールさんにもらったもの持ってるだろ？
You mean that thing? Oh right, she did give us that.
もらってただろ？そいつの追跡機能が生きてれば、この場所はパールさんにも伝わる。そうなれば、僕たち全員の無事は保証されたようなものさ。
Yeah, I was wondering if that was gonna come into play now or just much later.
やっぱりまた追跡装置だったんだな。
People really just love watching my every move, don't they?
アキビリアキビリ
Huh? Wait, why are they calling me Ogphilly? The hell? Oh, is that a hog calling to Ogphilly because I'm connected to them?
ゆっくりでいいからこっちに来てくれ。
Wait, is it? Because I mean, technically, we did show that I have a path leading to Ogphilly, right? Because Stellaron and everything? At least, maybe that's my understanding. I don't know. I could be wrong. Who cares? I'll just follow it.
この道の突き当たりだ。さあ、おいで。
An astral voice telling me to head to a giant wormhole, potentially leading to doom with a whole bunch of spikes in the way. Do I listen to this disembodied voice or no?
奥で誰かが呼んでる。
Return to her, him. Oh. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just see. I bet it's gonna, like, send them further away, right?
なんか声がしなかったか。
Wait, what?
ほら、俺のところにおいで。
Oh shit, my eyes turned red. The hell?
みんなはどこに行ったんだ。
Wait, right?
奥で
Or...
誰かが呼んでる。
Ah, fuck it. Fine. I'll listen to the disembodied voice and head towards the center. I know this is most likely the wrong answer, but not like I have a choice. Oh, okay, yeah, so my eyes were red.
切符は命と交換だ。終点へ向かう列車へ乗り込もう。俺と一つに、俺の一部に、俺のものになってくれ。行きたい。もっと深いところへ。さあ来い来い来い。そうだ、足を踏み出せ。
Divine, oh yeah, I'm also going through all the Yu-Gi-Oh series with my friends. The season 0 is weird, man. Yeah, season 0 was definitely a it was a choice. Let's give it that. But damn, rewatching all the Yu-Gi-Oh series? Ah, that must be nice, man. Like still, good old days, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, then GX, and then 5Ds. Zexal was like, there were some good moments, but then not so great moments. Then Arc V, I think it was, after that. The one with pendulums? I don't know. It just seemed too cutesy for me to really get involved in that. The one with the Link ones was at least kind of a cool concept. Then after that, I just didn't watch anything else after that.
おっとお兄さん、そこまでだ。
Oh good, there is someone else here.
この世界で事件を追うために僕なりの心得はいくつかあるがな。その一つは好奇心を抑え込むことだ。目の前の事件と無関係なことに首を突っ込むのはやめておけ。だがこの奥に眠ってるものには妙に見覚えがある。
私が観察し、私が解析し、私が描かん。天地を絵巻に込め、転生を刻めば実月精神おのずと形をなす。すべてを琥珀の王に。皆様、またお会いできましたね。
Wow. Okay, that I gotta say was pretty cool. Damn, I can't wait to see what the finished product will be for Pearl. Like, I mean, we have seen painting effects similar with Jeje in Wolverine Ways, but this is different. Because unlike with Jeje, where it's like she's kind of creating her own world, this is like art that actually affects the world. That's crazy. Right. Zexal was definitely a mixed bag. It had some cool characters, though. Zexal did like the Yuma started off as a bad duelist and Astro helped them get better. Like how they started off not getting along, then a team, it felt like a relationship they tried to with Yugi and Atem. Yeah, because again, that's the thing, right? That was at least something that they tried to do, and to be fair, it was definitely a twist from how Yugi and Atem were, right? But it still kind of played on some things here and there, and like you said, it was definitely like some good moments and some cool character designs. But at the same time, there were just some things where it was like, did it even need to be there? Yeah, every time Stoner does that thing, it's so cool. Nah, it really is. Like, goddamn.
幸運を象徴するチップを
彼が身につけていてくださったおかげで、幸いにも皆様の正確な位置座標を特定できました。すぐに救出まで手が回らず、皆様を危険にさらしてしまったことを心よりお詫び申し上げます。
Thanks. But please don't give me any more tracking devices. I already have too many.
実は彼女、僕のポケットにも同じものを忍ばせてたんだがね。
Fucking
ちょ
course
っ
you
とした
did.
記念品かお土産の類だと思ってネットオークションで売り払ってしまったんだ。
Of course you did.
オタク。
バールさん、さっきまで私たちがいた場所は？
皆様が落ちたのは弾丸と呼ばれる場所。二層楽園が絵の中から現実へ戻る過程で、元の絵巻から剥がれ落ちてしまった空間です。それらの空間は現実と絵の世界とを絶えず引き裂いています。
Ah, yes, because like nowadays, like anything through an open gap of like a split open painting, right? Like anything can go through, anything can slip. Kind of creates that like difference from being two-dimensional to like opening up to three-dimensional. Well, not really, but at least that's my way of phrasing it. And it would make sense because it also coincides with like how she was able to paint back those splinters. That's actually cool. I like that.
超常現象管理局はこうした現象はすでに収まり、状態は安定していると考えていましたが、観測の結果、皆様と仏業戦隊が衝突したのと同じ頃、弾丸の乱れが突如として激化しました。
Is she okay? She's moving
原
around a
因は
lot.
まだ不明です。そのため、私は奇跡を用いて
Okay,
空
never mind. I
間
guess it
構
was
造
just
を
maybe
解
that
析
scene
し、
that was a bit wonky.
引き裂かれた亀裂を現像によって塞ぎながら、皆様をあの空間から脱出させるしかありませんでした。超常現象管理局はすでに緊急プロトコルを発動して民衆の騒動を収め、事後処理を進めています。ただ、皆様が弾丸に落ちて以降の状況について私からは観測ができませんでした。あの空間で何があったのか、情報共有をお願いできますか？
新たな失ゲマ事件は解決だ。僕の影は例の3人を飲み込み、その罪業の味を堪能したとも。新ウィッシュマフィアを惨殺した犯人は彼らで間違いない。
Oh, really? Really? Aw. I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping for a bit more. I mean, again, he's not really telling us the exact details as to how they did it, or why exactly their power mimicked that same power from all those years ago. But that's it, really. I hope it's just like they're gonna actually pull more, and it's like you thought so, but there was more to it. At least I hope so.
糸を引いていたのはマンガンですか？
あいにく僕には連中と彼女を関連づける証拠は見つけられなかった。だが仮に見つかってても意味はなかっただろうな。
Yeah, but
当人たちはもう処刑されたんだ。
but again, we didn't really solve the case then, did we? Because again, we still don't know who was the supplicant. Like supposedly Fulwish has to have a supplicant to be involved in this, right? But even though they used their powers to like use the mech, that wasn't really their own power, now was it? And again, we didn't get to see like, was there a mask they actually used? Was it their hero mask, or is it something else? Or maybe even Cinderborn is the one with the mask, but he didn't actually use it yet. I don't know. Just definitely feels too early to close the case.
構いま
But
せ
then
ん。
again, I guess he doesn't really have to
あな
care
たと
about it,
口場
right?
さんの調査で得られた情報から、私はもう推論を完成させました。
Because again, it's like, I guess for Ashvale, what really matters is getting or delivering justice to who harmed this syndicate, right? I guess that's what really just matters to him, right? As long as he has like evidence, or at least understands that he actually did get the culprits, then I guess it just doesn't matter. But I don't know. I would have liked to see it. Or again, who knows? Maybe they'll explain it at some point later down the line. I don't know. Maybe there's still more.
15年前の血塗られた遊戯、その生存者であったマンガンは、まず慈善団体ハッピースマイル研究会を立ち上げます。組織は長きにわたり会員たちに対してハッピーオペと称した違法な医療プランを提供し続けてきました。手術は苦痛を感知する生理的機能を抹消し、その効能によって組織は多くの信奉者を獲得したのでしょう。そして研究会の会員であった仏業戦隊は失下魔の手口を模倣し、展覧会の期間中に請求列車へ挑戦を仕掛けました。
I mean, yeah, I guess it's like, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Because at the end, we still don't really know what the details were. Like, we know that there were all those handprints, but we don't really know what distinguished, like, what happened to the kids in the classroom that day. And then, what were the specific details of the death for the people of the syndicate, right? Because if we had any indication that's, like, those two completely matched up, like, wounds or stuff like that, it'd be more that you'd have to go in depth to it. But I guess because, again, it was just like thinking, oh, we just saw all those multiple handprints, you just assume like it's someone copycat or some copycat of that person or something.
以上の事実から事件の裏で糸を引いていたものがマンガンである確率は 92% です。
お言葉ですが、パールさん、二層楽園の管理についての重要な決定は推論ではなく証拠に基づいてなされるべきですよ。
もちろん人類の法と慣習に従いましょう。何にせよ請求列車フェスを通じて悪意ある僭越者を表舞台に引きずり出すという私たちの計画は成功しました。
Oh, okay, no, there it goes again. She's moving all weird and shit. What's going on with that? But again, it's like, did we really learn the supplicant though? Again, we don't know who it really was. We didn't point it out. And like, shouldn't that be one of the more important things? Because again, we would see it at Evanesia's place, all the masks, right? Like, did we see anything that looked like one of the masks there? I don't think that's the case. Stand on the line for full wish.
事件の仕掛け人はそのマンガンって人で、彼女が選んだ僭越者はうちらが倒したんだから、すぐに彼女を捕まえた方がいいんじゃない？
Unfortunately, we probably can't, right? Because again, everything here is circumstantial. We don't have direct evidence. And even if we wanted to connect the whole thing with the Daybreak Squadron, they're not here. And then we'd have to explain, oh, what happened to them? And then you'd have to tell them about what Ashvale did. And it's like, would that really be justice?
そう簡単にはいかないだろうな。マンガンが差し向けた僭越者を倒したのは間違いないが、あの3人のレイメージャーたちは全員が僭越者だった。
Huh?
そんなあ
Three?
りえないわ。だって僭越者は仮面をかぶり現月に認められて遊戯に足を踏み入れたものだけのはずでしょ。
Oh, I get it. Because the rules, right? The rules only say that in regards to supplicants, they can't play a second time, but that doesn't constrain like how you become a supplicant. That's just the norm, right? It's normal that most of the time the supplicant is one person, but that doesn't mean there can't be a loophole, right? And again, since it's not written as a rule, they're not breaking it. But again, how would you create a phenomenon? Actually, would the phenomenon be that, or like the anomaly to that being that since they're all part of the happy surgery, that technically they act as like a hive mind, right? They're all slaves to the concept of being happy and smiles, so would that mean they all kind of link as one person because of that?
僕の影に飲まれた者には
Maybe.
嘘も隠し事もありはしない。3人のレイメージャーは全員
At least that's all I
間違い
can
なく
think
仮面を
of.
かぶったことがある。
彼ら全員が僭越者だったとすれば、それが意味するところは一つ。 漫画にはまだこの遊戯に介入する余地が残されてるってこ
But
とね。
again, that still means they have the mask, right? Because that just means they wore the mask. But that doesn't mean they can't just like give it to someone else, right? Like they can still technically pass the torch, if
さ
possible.
らに恐ろしいことを付け加えると、影があの3人を飲み込んだ時、僕は懐かしい味を感じ取った。あれは僕がまだ巡回レンジャーだった頃に味わった豊穣の味。ああ、世界がどんなにおかしくなるにしろ、
Oh wait, shit,
そ
I
こに
didn't
は
see
限
what
度
I
ってもの
said.
があると踏んでたが、
They were transformed by the abundance?
はあ、隠居生活ですっかり勘が鈍ったらしい。もっと早く気づくべきだった。
That is kind of the thing we're learning, right? Like, in regards to like abundance or preservation, it's like, it just doesn't end. Like, whether it be the thing with Jean-Jo or the whole bug thing with like Firefly and that stuff, it just doesn't die out. It just still keeps going.
嘆いている暇はありません。今はもっと生産性のある話をしなくては。結論を訂正。研究会が行っていたハッピーオペは単に苦痛を取り除くものではなく、豊穣の力に関わる医療技術と思われます。その事実に基づき危険性を再評価するとすれば、とても推論など立てられそうにありません。
以前に高校将軍が二層楽園が巨大な災いに見舞われるという占いの結果について話してたわね。確か彼女の解釈ではその災いは性格ハンターのジンがきっかけになって起こる可能性が高いと。
Maybe it's like if he clashes with abundance, right? Because if abundance is going to become a part of someone who's a supplicant, right? Then the supplicants would have to face each other at some point. Even though it doesn't have to be a fight, that doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't allowed. So maybe like if Blade comes into contact with abundance, something would happen. Because he is kind of like in a very unique state. Like just himself, right? So who knows what would happen if he came into contact with that.
彼女が私にジンの引き渡しを求めてきたのはそういった理由でしたか。ですがその災いの種が性格ハンターの訪れよりもずっと前からこの地に根を張っていたとは誰もが想像し得なかったことです。
What does Foolish really want, though?
すでに処刑された棺前の復讐、それともあの惨劇の記憶をどうにか消し去ろうとでも考えてるのかしら。
I don't really think it's any, right? Because that's the thing. If she wanted revenge on the Herald of Death, why would she recreate an incident similar to it, right? You'd think she would hesitate on that. And even if it's like she learned the truth that it was a member of the IPC, or I guess of like the Genius Society or something, or one of the branches of the IPC, this hasn't really done anything to ruin their image or anything, right? Even if they did defeat us, it wouldn't be a direct, like, too much, even with what they said on TV. And erasing the memories of the tragedy, I don't really think that's also it either, because, like, what would you do with it? Because all those memories are what makes your group possible, but getting rid of it, you're not really getting rid of it, are you? Because even if they don't feel pain, that doesn't mean like the memory just disappears. The feelings of that memory are gone, but the imagery of it still exists, wouldn't it? So it wouldn't really matter.
彼女の動機を推測することに
At least that's how I
さほど意味はないでしょう。オムニックとは違い、人間は時に狂気に基づいてコストを惜しまず計画を練り、その実行にあたっては恐ろしく合理的にもなり得ます。重要なのは彼女を止めることです。品津さん、見事なサプライズをありがとうございました。人々は決して気づかないでしょうが、あなたは以後超常現象管理局はマンガンと 研究会の関係者たちを重点監視対象とします。彼女はメディアを掌握していますから、その情報発信ルートを特に注視することとしましょう。
了解です。並行して超常現象危害安全対策法に定める参加級に基づいた事前対策も進めておきます。
一連の計画はマンガン一人によるものではありません。人々を北条の意味物に変えるなどというやり方は、巨大な悪意を抱く何者かが彼女の背後に存在していることを示しています。
Right.
そしてその何者かはおそらくこの世界の力だけで対抗できる相手ではないでしょう。
That is true, because again, I was gonna point that out, but I thought maybe like they were already kind of like saying it like in between the lines or something. But yeah, even if you did get abundance, how would you even know what to do with it, right? Or how would you even guarantee that you don't harm yourself with it to the point where it's already completely out of your control? Seems to the point that they kind of already mastered it by that point. So how would they have even done it? Maybe another member of the Genius Society gone AWOL? Or because I mean, Ruan Mei was kind of doing it when she was investigating like the whole bug and recreating one, right? For like Luocha and Jingliu. So could it be something like that, or would it actually be someone from Zhanzhou in the past who passed down this information to someone else? Or I don't even know.
この世界を預かる管理者として皆様に心からお願いいたします。二層楽園がこの危機を乗り越えられるよう、どうかお力をお貸しください。
Either way, it would just have to be someone who was well versed on understanding the effects of abundance, right? And the possibilities it could have.
アイオーンのゲームの勝敗などとは関係なく、マンガンの陰謀はすでに一線を越えました。これは15年前の惨劇よりもはるかに危険な企みです。
I should have read the small print on this vacation.
お願いされるまでもないわ、パールさん。故郷で15年前の惨劇が繰り返されようとしてるのを黙って見過ごすなんてできないもの。それに私たちの目の前にある危機、その裏にはもっと大きな陰謀が隠されてるような気がするの。七死人として私には果たすべき義務があるわ。
過去の恨みにも新たな仇にもけりをつけるべき時が来たってわけだ。命をもてあそぶやり方もあの血肉の味も何もかも徹底的に清算してやろうじゃないか。
感謝してもしきれません。この危機的状況で皆様が示してくださった友情を私は決して忘れません。では私は計画の策定に取り掛かります。それと関連情報を高校将軍にも共有しておきましょう。とにかく迅速にマンガンが植えた豊穣の種を根こそぎ取り除かなくては。
結局隊長たちは本当に新ウィッシュマフィアの人たちを殺してたし、マンガン様も何か恐ろしいことを企んでる。
Yeah.
ことっすよね。
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like he wouldn't have hesitated that much or try to think of like how I would deal with the situation if he was already in on it, right? Like he'd be like, "Oh, I'm going crazy," or "Why do I feel regret about this?" or whatever. But he definitely didn't seem like that, because it definitely didn't seem like he stepped too far out of line, because he'd behave much more differently if he did. But the other three, yeah, definitely. Okay, so it wasn't him. Okay. Fair enough. But again, just because those three were passed down the mask, does that mean it's like they're the only ones? Who's to say that they didn't have someone else just pass it along to them to be like, a part of it, right? Because if it's a group, doesn't that mean more people could just participate the same way? Or that it's not just 3?
なんかバカバカしくなってきましたよ。15年前から今日まで俺の人生ずっと悪夢の中みたいなものだったってことっすよね。
I know, you got like shit luck, bro. Let me handle the rest.
先輩、ありがとうございます。品津さんの言ってた通りっすね。舞台の上でヒーローを演じるのとじゃ全然違うって。結局俺はただの役者だったんすね。
もう行くの？この先も頼りにしてるわよ。列車の。
You look fairly relaxed about it all.
場数だけは踏んできたから。資料を紐解けば神話の頃を除いて幻月遊戯がめちゃくちゃじゃなかったことなんてないのよ。
I mean, I guess when you deal with enough crazy this place has, I guess it doesn't really affect you that much, but I don't know. How is she really the head of like Aberration or like one of their special agents if she doesn't really do much, right? It's definitely gonna be more to her down the line. I just don't know.
もしかしたらアッハは人々が自分と仲間の運命に余計なスパイスを振りかける様子を楽しむためにこの儀式をデザインしたのかもしれない。ソにとっての宇宙というのはそうでもしないと退屈で死にそうな場所だったんでしょうね。
How will you deal with Cinderborn?
何日かは取り調べ室で眩しい思いをしてもらうことになるかもしれない。まともな睡眠にも食事にもありつけないとなればすぐにスマイル研究会について知っていることを話してくれるでしょう。全部聞き出したらそれで釈放ね。
I should go, Miss Kuchiba.
もういい時間ね。私も仕事に取り掛からないと。
Okay. Sure. Wait, before I talk to more people, gotta check to see if there isn't anything extra. Oh, I can enter the scroll? Really? Huh, okay. I honestly didn't think I could. Well, before we go talk to them, like I said, I want to see if there's anything back here. They could put a chest there for all I know. Of doing that kind of stuff. And I was right on the money. Who'd have thunk it? You? And do this. Awesome. But yeah, wait. But still, it's like, is this actually going to be the end of 4.1? Honestly, kind of shocked. Not really as crazy as I thought it would be. Alright, let me see. What the hell would I need to do? Let me check the game tools real quick. I want to see, what kind of team should I even be forming with Silver Wolf? Because I honestly don't know. I'm kind of surprised they didn't let me use Ashvale for the fight, though. Because like I said, before, when we ended the stream last time, and even before I started up the stream, I went to check, like, could I put it on the team? It didn't look like I could. Unless maybe I didn't look hard enough, but didn't look like it. We only used them in that fight against those like mindless zombies of the Smiles research, but whatever, I guess. Guess don't really matter by this point. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm guessing this is Elation version of me. Sparkle and Huohuo. Okay. Well, at least the Sparkle and Huohuo I can kind of do. Because I do have both those units. Oh, I could put Don Hung? Okay, I'm definitely going to do that instead. But I get the point of Huohuo because, like, energy regeneration and all that. But I need Elation me? Are you serious? Can I not substitute that for something else, please? I mean, I guess I have to, right? Because he's also a boost for Elation. Damn it. That's going to be annoying as hell. You know what? I'll just try to set up a team for that right now. Better to do that now than later. Okay, give me a second. Damn it, where would I even put this? I have too many different teams. Because I have the Finon team, the Cyrene team. I guess I could switch my my break team, right? So let me actually do that. So it's supposed to be Fugray here, Rane here, and then I guess for this one I can change that. So where's my Silver Wolf? Here we go. Next, Don Hung, Permensor Terai, and then we got Sparkle. But I don't know who I'm supposed to put here. Maybe this is like if you didn't have your Elation version ready, you'd put Yao Guang here, but I want to put someone else here, damn it. I don't want to have to pull for someone else. I don't have the resources to get someone else yet, so I don't know who I would put. I mean, I guess I could just put Archer just because I already have Sparkle and Don Hung there. But I don't know. Would that really work though? Kind of at a loss. You know what? Fuck yeah. I'll just do it because I don't really know what to do. Alright, it's something, alright? I know, this isn't the right team, but it's my team, okay? Deal with it.
満願を影から支援する存在。この幻月遊戯はかなり前からもっと危険な人物に目をつけられていたのかもしれないわね。
はあ、かなり厄介な相手っぽいね。
悪かったな、七死人。おたくらの展覧会でおたくらの敵だったのに、最後の最後で花を持たせてやれなかった。
Nah, it's cool, man. After all, this was your update, so you kind of are supposed to have the spotlight.
今回の活躍で、この仮面にはどれだけの眼力がたまるのか見ものだな。
Good question. Fine. You got this one for free.
そう言うなよ。なんなら人前で僕をベルトって呼んでくれたっていいぞ。見た目は多少似てるしな。
I don't know about that.
そうすればあるいはいくらかの眼力はオタクの口座に入るかもしれないだろう。
Fair. You had dealings with Zhangzhou before?
ああ、一緒に戦ったこともあるし、知り合いも何人かいる。
Cool.
だが、知っての通り、蜜月ってのはそう長く続くものじゃない。
This is why we never ask people how old they are in this series.
前回のコールドスリープの前に、連中がまだ僕を探してるなんて噂も聞いたっけな。僕のことは内緒にしといてくれよ。
Yeah. Why are you going incognito anyway?
世間には僕の首を狙う者も、この腕に宿る影を狙う者もいるんでね。
Fair. It was a pretty powerful skill, I won't lie.
年を取った今、僕が欲しいのは平穏な暮らし。それだけのことさ。
Really? If anything, isn't this the worst place to try to find that? Whatever. Will you continue participating in the Phantasmo games then?
なんだ、さっさと僕に脱落してほしいって？そう急がなくったっていいだろう？
Hey, I just asked if you were playing.
今僕なんかよりもっと大きな獲物がいる。今までオタクらが相手してきた敵ほど強くないかもしれないが、邪悪さだけなら一枚上手かもな。聖越者同士がたもとを分かつ前に、満願って獲物だけは協力して勝っておかないとだろ。
Seriously, who would pick the last one? Who would care about Scott? I'll defeat Full Wish.
その自信に満ちた眼差し、本当に思わずにやけそうになるな。どうもオタクを見てると、ティエルなんて若者を思い出す。オタクら七死人ってのは、炎が一番激しく燃えてるところに飛び込むのが好きなんだろ。オタクの腕もなかなかだ。この幻月遊戯を生き延びたら、巡回レンジャーに加わる気はないか。
I mean, I could use the part-time job. I'd rather follow Tiernan's example.
ティエルナンは尊敬する列車の先輩だ。俺は彼の足跡をたどりたい。
なあ、これは僕が軽率だったな。レンジャーになるなんて思えばそんなに魅力的な誘いじゃなかった。結局のところそれは喪失と苦痛、そして復讐を意味するんだから。さっきの言葉は取り消すよ、若いの。オタクがレンジャーの道に踏み込まずに済むことを祈ってる。
何か私に聞きたいことがおありですか？
You know, just have to ask a lot of questions before the end of the story. Smile Society's been around for a while, hasn't it?
ああ、あなたはこう尋ねたいのですね。
Yeah.
研究会がこれほどの規模に発展するまで、私たちはその脅威にまるで気づかなかったのか？
Like, seriously. They have a TV station, they sponsor the Daybreak Squadron, they have their whole charity and stuff. How the hell does that not open or move your eyes in that direction?
いくつかの地域で犯罪率が大幅に低下した際に、研究会を短期的な監視対象にしたことはありました。今となっては、彼らがどんな方法で犯罪率を低下させたのかは明らかですね。私個人としては、研究会に加入した人々を責めるつもりも、当時の管理者の過失を追及するつもりもありません。結局この世界を管理する上で、スマイル研究会が治安維持の道具として有益だったのは事実です。会員たちにしても苦痛を逃れたいと思うのは人間として当然のことでしょう。ピノコニーに行ったことがあるならあなたにもお分かりのはず。かの地ではファミリーが調和の力で人々を夢に誘い苦しみを和らげています。自身が感じている苦しみから適度に逃れようとすることは決して倫理的に否定されるものではないのです。人間はオムニックのように負の感情を遮断する機能を生まれついて持ってはいません。私はその点についてよく理解していますし、同情もしています。オムニックとして誕生した時、私に与えられたテーマは芸術の解析です。そして幸いなことに、この世界を管理するという役目に恵まれました。人類の芸術作品において苦痛の描写と昇華は最も輝かしい宝の一つです。悲劇、挽歌、そして失われた女児史、それらが持つ魂を揺さぶる偉大な力は人類が積み重ねた負の感情への深い理解によって生み出されています。研究会が行っているハッピーオペは人から苦痛への感受性を消し去るだけでなく、感情の複雑さを歪曲し、人類という色鮮やかな芸術を単なるモノクロの絵に変えてしまうものなのでしょう。私にとって二層楽園を管理することは絵を描くことと同じ、その上に生きる生命の豊かさと可能性を維持することなのです。そうして書き上げた私の作品を研究会は冒涜しました。ですから私に与えられた責務とテーマは現在完全に一致しています。スマイル研究会に汚された私の作品を元の姿に戻さなくては。改めてこの度のご協力に感謝します、七死人さん。それでは私は今後の方針を策定することにしましょう。はい、どうぞご自由に。次の行動を起こすまでの間、 しっかりと休息をお取りください。次の行動を起こすまでの
言っとくが、僕がここにこうして突っ立ってるのは置物になりたいからじゃない。
何か聞きたいことがおありですか、品津さん。
ここまで僕のやることなすことどうにもラッキーすぎる気がしてな。マンガンといい正宏といい、次々僕の前に飛び出してくる。足の生えた手がかりが向こうから勝手にやってくるんだ。
幸運も実力の重要な一部では。
そこで考えたんだ。ここまでの流れは全てオタクがそうなるよう仕向けたものなんじゃないか。僕にスマイル研究会を調べさせ、請求列車を守らせて、最後は影を使って連中を飲み込むところまで。そう仕向けた理由は、研究会に対するオタクの疑念を確実なものにするためかな。全部オタクが仕組んだことなんだろ。
ここで私が「はい」と答えると、あなたのプライドを傷つけることになるのでしょうか。
かもしれないな。
そうですね。おっしゃる通り、私はあなたの調査の道筋を整え、迷うことなく容疑者にたどり着けるよう導きました。
Right. Because that's kind of the thing with what Nihilux was saying too. Like, even she was able to kind of piece together where this plan was going to go, right? But it's almost as if it was constructed to only be that path, correct? Like, there was no other options left. And again, I was thinking more as like, oh, maybe she knew her that well, but maybe it's more so like she had a feeling that this whole case was also following a script like her stories. Maybe that's what she was kind of like trying to say out loud. At least that's how I feel about it. Because like I said, it's like, it seemed like similar to the situation where the IPC made us come here, they offered us choices, but they weren't really choices because they were ones that we would never make for the most part until we have one where we would be more likely to do that compared to the others. Right? Those kind of... I guess that's maybe like an indication where you could have thought, oh, okay, maybe it is kind of just following a script or something. Okay. Very clever.
あなたのおかげで、私がスマイル研究会に抱いていた疑念は正しかったと確認できました。ですが現れた事実が法上に変えられた人々とは、依然としてこの問題は難題のままのようです。
But yeah, I guess for her, it's like trying to find out what's the real threat, right? Because similar to like Yao Guang knows there's some serious threat here in which if certain variables were different, it would just automatically be a bad end and there's no way to change that, right? So they're kind of just testing to see what's viable as an option to lead to a future where the world doesn't end or we go to some bad end or the villain wins. So I guess they're trying to feel out the situation a lot.
この手の凶悪な怪物の対処について経験豊富な隠居中の元レンジャーの首領がいます。
オタクも知ってるだろう。僕の腕に封じられた影。こいつは本当に危険な代物だ。ちょっと釘を抜いた途端、弾丸と亀裂が共鳴して騒ぎ出した。仮に僕があの場でそれを抑え込めなかったら、僕たちは全員あの空間に生き埋めだった。パールさん、あるいはそうなることこそオタクの望みだったのか？
人間はいつもより悪い仮説に対して恐怖を抱きます。しかしオムニックにとって それは合理的とは言えません。私があなたに渡した愉悦の仮面は、あの影を封じるのに十分な力をあなたに与えたはずでしょう。列車のナビゲーター、スターゲイザー、試験の導きによってあなたが手にした贈り物。
Ah, there we go. The former navigator of the Express. Right, because Himiko is the one now, but who was it before? Because again, we still didn't really get to learn much about our history with the Astro Express. I see. Didn't we hear that name before somewhere, or am I misremembering?
15泊期前にはスウォームと絶滅大君チューラモも飲み込んだあの影。
Wait, what? That thing devoured the swarm? No way. And a different Lord Ravager, okay.
数百年前、北条の司令出骨を飲み込んだその影を封じるだけの力を。
Ah, Shuhu. Yeah, we heard that name too. I think Don Hung and Blade were talking. You talked about that name in passing, I think, right? Or am I thinking of something else?
どうやら賭けはオタクの勝ちらしい。まったくよくもまあそこまで調べ上げたものだな。
何か誤解があるようですが、私の倫理原則は人の命を懸けたゲームをすることを認めてはいません。よってこれは賭けではなく確証に基づいた判断です。私は常に最良の判断を下すために情報収集を徹底してきました。何しろあなたたちは芸術という形式を生み出した種族なのですから、最も無知な人間の意識の中にさえ創造の趣旨は宿っています。ならばこそ私はあなた方を愛おしく羨ましく思うのです。あなたが信じようと信じまいと、ラマンチャさん、私はあなたとの最初の約束を守ります。幻月遊戯で勝利を収めた時、あなたが受けてきたすべての苦しみは除かれ、あなたの悲願は叶うことでしょう。一人の巡回レンジャーの最後が平穏な日々の中でまどろみのごとく安らかであるように。
なら引き続きオタクの依頼を受けて戦うとするさ。ハーン
Wait,
さん。
what? What? Is this dude like a mortal or something? Damn.
ああ、そうだ。オタクはずっとグラフィエの再現にこだわってたな。あいにく僕には芸術ってのがよくわからない。思うに今日あの亀裂を埋めるためにオタクが振るった筆にはそりゃあ芸術性なんてものはなかったかもしれない。だがそれでもこの世界の人々にとってさっきオタクが描いたものはグラフィエの作品に劣らないだろう。なぜってあの時ただの一人も死ななかった。それはオタクが彼らを守りきったからだ。想像してみるといい。人土時代を生きた絵師たちの祖。そんな彼女が絵の世界を描き出す時、自分の振るう一筆一筆の芸術性なんてことを気にしたと思うか？まったく何を言ってるんだか。素人のざれ言だ。気にしないでくれ。じゃあな。
やっほー、不死の名探偵。こうしてまた自分からあなたに会いに来るなんて、我ながらびっくり。私をパールに売ろうとしたことだって知ってるのに。
どうやら僕はついてるらしい。歩く61億がまたも自分から飛び込んでくるとはね。
だったら残念。あなたを仲介せずに直接あのオムニックと取引したの。つまり今の私の懸賞額はゼロってこと。あなたいつもせっかくやってきたお客をああやって売り渡してるの？そんな風に自分で自分の道を狭めてるからお客が少ないんじゃない？
道を狭めることにかけては運命の奴隷に言われるがまま走り回るオタクら性格ハンターには到底かなわないさ。何しろオタクらときたら脇目も振らず終焉に向かってまっしぐらだろう。
その逆、私たちにはいくつもの道がある。あいつにそれが見えてる限りはね。
それはつまり今回この世界におけるオタクらの運命の軌跡が彼には見えなかったと？
さあ、どうかな。
オンパロスの話は聞いた。神々の戦いはもはや避けようがない。カンパニーも請求列車も予測不能なその未来に向けて奔走してる。そしてこの優越に注視された世界さえもいずれ訪れる複数のアイオーンの干渉からは逃れられない。だから運命の奴隷にもその先行きを見通せない。
ふむふむ、それで結構いい線いってる。
これ以上の推測に意味なんてないだろう。他にやることがあるとすればこの星をアドリブに解明するくらいじゃないか。
そんなに絶望しないでおじさん。こっちもそれなりに準備してきてるから。ただうまくやるには助っ人が必要なんだ。
3000万信用ポイント先払いだ。
それはふっかけすぎじゃない？昔なじみに免じて割引なんてどう？例えばゼロ信用ポイントくらいで。
誰が昔なじみだ。
違う違う、私じゃなくて彼のこと。
久しぶりだな王政。
ああ、本当にな、ラマンチャ。
やっぱり言った通りだった。この世界の常軌を逸した共鳴には必ず理由があるはずだって。
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess with her power, she would somehow find a way to get here. Can we actually see what their mask looked like for the squadron? I kind of at least just want to see it.
鳥の影を追い、その姿を見失い、けれどその果てで霊木の春を垣間見る。この小鳥ちゃんのおかげで幻月遊戯の根源を見つけられたみたいね。サンデーさん、私のことがわかる？この小鳥、一体どうしちゃったの？全然反応がないけど。ねえ、誰かいないの？いるなら出てきてちょうだい。
誰もおらぬ。おらぬ。
嘘つき。鳥の目を通して綺麗な娘が隠れているのが見えているんだから。君は誰なの？
汝には関係ない。関係ない。
そういう態度を取るならこっちもズバッと言わせてもらうから。私の見立てが間違っていなければ、ここに根を張っているこの木は豊穣の剣木よね。お嬢ちゃん、このまま隠れて神様のふりを続ける？それともちゃんと顔を出してお話しする？
まったく、超常現象管理局の人たちが現月遊戯の進捗を記録するだのなんだのと頻繁に来るだけでもうんざりじゃというのに、今度は関係のないよそ者に見つかるとは真面目に引っ越しを考えるべきか。さて、いくらかトゲのある言葉遣いじゃが、わらわの素性を瞬時に見抜くその目、なかなかのものじゃ。少しばかりおしゃべりに付き合ってもよいぞ。汝の問いに3つ答えてやろう。さあ、なんなりと聞くがよい。それが終わったら帰ってもらうぞ。
そうね。ここは上楽天君が祝福した世界なのに、祖はどうして豊穣の剣木が根を張っているのを黙認しているの？まあ、祖の自由な性格を考えたら、そもそも許すも許さないもないかもしれないけど。
Yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't even think about it this whole time. It's like, now that she's pointing out, yeah, it is the same, isn't it? Because it's like, those leaves are the same that those monsters make when influenced by abundance over in Johnsho. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'm so stupid sometimes.
2つ目の質問は、君はこのアハトピアで生まれ育った霊類？それとも剣木によって姿を与えられた長命種？
汝は占いや気を見るのが得意なんじゃろ？ならばわらわのことも占ってみよう。この頭上にかかっておる札は吉と凶、どちらじゃ？
その耳以外何もないみたい。
Interesting. So like the trailblazer, but we don't have anything. Just what kind of existence really is she then?
それが答えじゃ。わらわは現月遊戯を司る仲裁者。わらわはこの世に渦巻く喜びの力にして、この世の命の鼓動そのもの。泉州の牧者よ、汝が見る吉凶など、わらわの手のひらからこぼれ落ちるひとひらの花びらに過ぎぬ。朝に生まれ、暮れに散り、瞬く間に露と消える。じゃが真のわらわは、その一瞬と永遠を内包する人生の神木。
面白いじゃない。そのセリフ考えるのに相当時間がかかったでしょ。
わらわを作った者がこんなことを言ってもどうせ誰も信じないと言っておった。まったく本当にその通りになるとは。
いや、信じる。私たちは似た者同士だもの。牧者の言葉だって信じる人の方が少ないからね。それに君の頭上には札がかかっていなかった。つまり君の運命は常人の吉凶を超越しているってことよ。ここに来てからそういう例をもう一つ見ているの。
さて、まだ最後の問いが残っておる。 君が豊穣の意味物だというのなら、この世界の人々に降りかかる共鳴についてきちんと説明すべきじゃない？それともまさか君の仕業だったりするのかな。もし納得のいく答えを教えてくれなかったら、低級の荒野を呼ぶ札を使ってしまうかも。そうなってからじゃ手遅れだからね。
落ち着いてくれ。そういう冗談は心臓に悪い。わらわには汝のような占いの才がないゆえ、急に吉凶がうんぬんと言われても説明ができぬのじゃ。何しろ現実遊戯のあらゆるルールや変数はある神の気まぐれがもたらした結果じゃからの。それより間もなく訪れる嵐について腰を据えて話し合おうではないか。ひょっとするとこれもまた少年の腐った優越の神が世に混乱をまき散らそうと躍起になっているせいやもしれぬ。
なんだかすっごく現実味のない一日だった気がするよ。事件は次々起こるし、立ち向かわなきゃいけない危機はどんどん大きくなってくし。
スマイル研究会がまさか北条の力に手を出すまでになっていたなんて。一体どれだけの人がハッピーオペを受けたのかしら。マンガンは棺魔の惨劇をその目で見たはずなのに、それが15年経った今になって新たな棺魔を生み出すことになるなんてね。なるべく早くこのことを炭鉱とサンで、それに高校将軍にも伝えないと。
Does Foolish really think she could win?
自分が何を敵に回そうとしてるのか、彼女がそれを理解してないとは思えない。
But again, it's like, will she really be capable of all this though? Because again, I feel like she can't do this alone.
こうなると私たちはなおさらアッハに謁見する機会を勝ち取らなくちゃいけなくなったわね。少なくともマンガンが遊戯に勝利するのだけは阻止しないと。
そうだよね。ハッピースマイル研究会の企みが成功したら、そんな光景考えただけでも恐ろしいよ。
今日は散々だったわ。みんなも疲れたでしょ。この束の間の平穏を大事にしてしっかり休まないとね。私は先に列車に戻ってベルトと合流するわ。あんたたちはどうするつもり？
疲れた時はのんびりダラダラするのが一番だよ。うちはしばらくこのまま外の空気を吸ってよっかな。
いいな。俺ももう少し街を散策したかったんだ。
いや、ほんとなんだって
さすがに疲れちゃった。遊びたかったら行ってきていいよ。ここで待ってるから。
Wonder what all that commotion was about. Whatever. Don't see anything. Huh? Phone booth. Fine. Hello? Oh, okay, maybe this is just some random ass thing. Yeah, this probably isn't important. Oh my god, this thing isn't gonna stop.
お届けマリー、もうあなたの後ろにいるの。
Oh, it's Miss Kuchiba. What the hell is she doing here? Oh, let me guess. Yeah. Actually, let me just move on. What even recording anyway? I mean, clearly they're all looking at something, but I don't get it. What is it? What is it I'm not seeing? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, they all are looking at something, but... Oh, that. Oh yeah, did they have sunglasses before? I don't think I remember that. Ah, boy. Now I am going crazy. What the hell was that about? Wait, was that to say, like, they can now have the power more than just for 1 minute? Is that what we're trying to say? I don't really know. Wait, hold up. Let's see. Greetings! The Daybreak Squadron vs. the Astro Express battle is concluded. The Department of Operation Defense will now release the current Wish Power rankings with the 8 mass supplicants to all Phantasm games participants. Alright, yeah. They did... Evanestia did say they go there to check. But how did they even do that? I guess by looking at the say of the masks? The information on uncalled supplicants and their corresponding masks is currently restricted. Really? Oh, that's kind of cheating, though. I feel like we should be allowed to know if our names are going to be out here. Current ranking 5th supplicant Sparksy called. I guess called means to be challenged. Current ranking 4th Daybreak Squadron called. 3rd supplicant Pearl yet to be called. Note, after Sparks' incident, Sparksy's mask was temporarily taken away. Wait, what? Wait, I thought I had the mask. What do you mean? And call that in public? Terrifying. Oh yeah, who's 2 then? Right? That was 5-3. What? Oh, what now? Had the further review been found ineligible? What? My mask ban? What do you mean? Hold up. Customer service now. I need to appeal. What the fuck is this shit? We're not sorry to inform you that our customer service is unavailable. Please, this came. Were you startled? Is this maybe another contestant? A fair warning, things are about to get dicey. Because Stellar on Hunter Silverwolf, she will soon join Phantasma games. Cut the act. It's you, isn't it? Transferring 6.1 billion. Silverwolf? Wait, but how was she even second? She didn't participate. Oh no, Asheville is. Okay. Called. Oh, okay. That wraps up the latest Wish Power ranking for Phantasm game. I see. I guess that's her way of like telling us because we're technically allies, I guess, because Blade and Don Hung are working together. Is that why? Okay, so that makes 6 applicants called for. But we don't know the last 2. Or no. I don't know. Who else is a participant? Okay, so we're missing 2. Yeah, so we got me, Asheville, Pearl, the Daybreak Squadron, Sparks. Oh yeah, Sunday. So then who's the last? Okay, so yeah, this would be Civil War. So we're just missing one more then to make 8. Okay. Oh wait, that's just how it ends, really? Okay. And now we're finally at 4.2! Yay! Joker pains about... I mean, I guess I could start that part. I guess I can at least just talk with March for now. Because we're at the scene, you know? Anything else further, I'll save for next time. March, can you believe this shit? Wait. You're serious? You mean the moon's been emoting the whole time, but it's never spoken to you before, and that's what you're afraid of?
気のせいじゃないよな。優越の主のお告げだ。
ね、願い事が叶うかもしれないぞ。すぐに祈らなくっちゃ。今のは何だったの？はあ、いつもくるくる表情の変わってたあの月、とうとう喋ったよ。うちの聞き間違いじゃないよね。あんたにも聞こえたよね。ね
え。The whole world heard it.
私にも聞こえてたわ。
Okay, good. I'd be surprised if you didn't.
だから急いであんたたちを探しに戻ってきたの。
Good. If anything, I don't understand why we even split up in the first place.
今回の幻月遊戯の勝者は永遠に優越のアイオンになれる。
Okay, good. So it was what I was thinking, because I was like, it's different from what the reward is supposed to be, right? Because we're only supposed to gain that power for like a minute or a couple minutes, right? But what that said is completely different. Good. Okay, that wasn't just me. But seriously, why make that decision now? One person's still missing from the competition. 2 people have already been defeated. Or I guess 2 supplicant slots. Why would it change the game now?
つまり
The Aeon of Elation just raised the stakes.
そういうことになるわね。ソは遊戯の報酬を引き上げ、遊戯の勝者はソに代わって優越のアイオンの座を継ぐことになると。
They probably, if I had to guess, Aha's logic, or whatever you think of logic in this sense, is probably that, okay, this is too boring. The Trailblazer is the only one getting in on the action, right? I want more people to fight. I want it to be a battle royale, right? So, the only way to make more people get involved and for more conflict to happen is by raising the stakes. Because, let's be fair, everyone's just hiding right now. Sunday's not doing anything. Ashvale only was a support for us, but not doing anything on his own. Pearl's just waiting on the sidelines, just observing everything. The last contestant hasn't done anything yet either. They probably want to make these games more exciting, or it's going too smoothly, right? Where it's like, it's starting to automatically seem like the Trailblazer could win, because I'm the only one fighting people, and I'm the only one winning. And if I had to guess, because they see abundance is coming into play, they feel like by pushing them, or I mean by pressuring them into like making it higher stakes, they'll try to do more stuff with abundance and cause more chaos, therefore making a new form of entertainment. That could also be the other objective they're trying to achieve by raising the stakes.
この銀河で運命が消滅したり併合されたりするたび、そのために起きた混乱は数十琥珀期も続いてきたわ。それほどの事態を引き起こすアイオンの交代を一つの星の一度のゲームにかけてしまうなんて、確かに簡単には信じられない話ね。
I mean, again, I think my theories hold as potential reasons. But let's have him ask.
素直に考えれば、ソはこのゲームに
Yeah.
さらに狂った展開を求めてるってところかしら。でも、アイオンの真意なんてもともと誰にもわかるはずがないものなのよ。
Yeah, because that's the thing. We'll never understand unless we confront them, but again, they want more chaos. They want more excitement. The games are going too easily, like just one protagonist defeating all the challengers, right? It's too boring for them. Have the stakes ever been raised like this before?
どうかしら。現月遊戯の結果は毎回しっかりと記録に残るわけじゃないの。歴史の中で埋もれ忘れられてしまった例もたくさんあるわ。大抵は勝者がアイオンの力を使った影響が原因でね。
Or are they supposed to forget what they did? Right? Like, is it one of those things where you get to make a wish, but you don't get to remember what it was? Is it one of those? Because is it kind of like a monkey's paw, but it's one designed specifically so that it's like, again, creates that air of like interest, but it doesn't like define anything. Because again, you could just rig the games if you know to a degree that the prize is true. Right? Is that maybe why? Or maybe something that's possible here? Or am I, like, have I dropped the ball and gone completely in the wrong direction?
ただ、少なくとも記録に残ってる限りでは、前代未聞の事態なのは間違いないわ。
Okay, so yeah, I was right. It was like gaining the power for a minute was initially what it was.
1分間アイオンになれるってだけで十分すぎるもの。
Something about this feels off.
そうだよ、こんなのどう考えてもおかしいでしょ。そもそもアイオンの座ってそんなに簡単に譲ったりできるものなの？もしかして仮面の愚者が仕掛けたいたずらだったりして。
I mean, if it was a prank, wouldn't the aberration in defense say like, oh, don't listen to those words, they're not real, right? Like they try to deny it, but nothing's happened yet.
その可能性は低いと思うわ。歴史上幻月が口を開くなんてこと自体が極めて稀なものだし、あれほどの存在ともなればそう簡単に外部の干渉を受けるとも考えにくい。
Yeah, because also that go against the rules, right? To like make up like this whole joke of anything. Because then you could also say that's possibly what happened to people who win the competition, right? Maybe they think they got a wish, but nothing ever happened. So then it's just like one big scam, but then you wouldn't get people to participate. What's the point of all this then?
先ほどの幻月の言葉がたちの悪い冗談や何かの言葉遊びでないとしたら、今回の遊戯の勝敗が決まった暁には正体も善悪も不明で、どんな目的を持ってるかすら定かじゃない。そんな新しい神が誕生することになるわ。その新しい神は優越という遊園地で1分間限定の体験チケットをもらったお客さんじゃなく、遊園地の支配者になるのよ。
Who knows? Maybe they got bored of the world they're currently ruling, right? Because like, it's fun to an extent, but it's kind of gone stagnant, right? Like, it's entertaining, but it's not the most exciting. It doesn't really scream elation, right? Maybe they believe by having someone else posted there, they can find new ways of entertainment or excitement or chaos that not even they would think of. That's why inviting a whole bunch of random people into the game.
そうは人々に幸運をもたらし、宇宙という大きな船を希望に満ちた航路へ進めるかもしれないし、あるいは壊滅に立ち向かう者たちを嘲笑い、宇宙を絶望の淵へ引きずり込もうとする悪心かもしれない。
Must have overheard my wish.
あんたの願い、遊戯に勝ったら母に反壊滅同盟のリーダーになってもらうって話。
I was thinking in my head, like, is it possible that, right? Because, again, if Ahaz could potentially always be watching to know who they delivered the power to, is it possible that they have, like, eyes and ears everywhere if in some way everyone's a follower of the Path of Revelation, right? And in that sense, they're like, nah, if I stay as Elation, it won't do anything, right? It'll just be boring, right? And even if they figure they could find some excitement, that means they had to get involved with other Aeons, but that's probably not what they're looking for, right? They'd probably think the best form of entertainment would be watching mortals actually try to surpass the Aeons / the gods, right? So maybe doing this is like their way of creating a new answer. So like, okay, you want an Aeon in power? Then you be the Aeon in power. Plus, it would really turn things on its head because, again, it would give us more immunity against the IPC if they ever tried to make us like a puppet figure in the whole alliance.
そうね。もしかするとそれを聞いたからそうは慌てて荷物をまとめて逃げ出したのかもしれないわ。
うわあ、バットラ君とナノウサに姫じゃんまで。本物？どうしてこんなところに？
京急列車フェスのチケットは取れなかったけど、まさか街で偶然本物に会えるなんて。
うわ、なんだか急に人が集まってきちゃった。
さっき玄月が言ってたのって君たちのことでもありましたよね。なんて答えるつもりですか？あの月まで行っちゃう計画とかあったりします？
バットのフルスイングではるか遠くのブラックホールにホールインワン決めちゃいましょうよ。
It's a bat, not a golf club.
邪魔者はみんなバットでぶっ飛ばしちゃえ。
なんかそれだとあんたが悪役みたいに聞こえるような。
I mean, that is kind of how I was being advertised on TV for a bit.
やばいよ。もしかすると卒業戦隊との戦いのせいでうちらのイメージが変わっちゃったのかも。
そうなの。
今までだってそうやってきたでしょ。卒業戦隊のことだってボコボコにしてたし。
楽しみだな。銀河の大物同士が俺たちの世界でやり合うところを見れるなんて最高だぜ。
Again, now putting a twist, right? Because, again, that's the thing. If it's just for 1 minute of power, you don't have to fight, right? You could wait things out, but again, now with the stakes even higher, you're gonna have to go to some desperate measures to guarantee the grand prize. And again, I think that's the point. They want chaos. They want violence. At least Aha does. And again, trying to push them to use abundance in more crazier ways so that they can cause even more chaos. And again, have to make us fight more.
何が最高なもんか。川に浸かりすぎて頭の中まで川の水でいっぱいになったのか。こいつらがちょっと足を鳴らしただけで俺たちみんなとんでもない目に遭うかもしれないんだぞ。
And again, that chaos will then affect the people.
もう忘れちまったのかよ。
So again, spreading more chaos like always.
未来のアイオン様、サインください。
ねえねえ、もしアイオンになれたら私のことを指令にしてくれない？
今はとにかくここを離れた方が良さそうね。ひとまず列車に戻りましょう。
おかえり。京急列車フェスでのことも、それに先ほどの玄月の宣言についても姫子からのメッセージで聞かせてもらった。状況は一気に変わってしまったようだ。
Our allies may start to have second thoughts.
確かに何しろ玄月が自ら口を開いて宣言したんだ。そうそうあることじゃない。
Yeah, because that's the thing. Now it's also a promise from the Aeon for absolute power. That's even more of a guarantee and even more frightening of a grand prize. Like, I don't think it would change what Yao Guang does for us, right? Because in the end, we actually are trying to work away from disaster, and they do kind of owe us, right? So it definitely wouldn't change them. Ashvale, I mean, it kind of depends how it works. I mean, he doesn't really seem too hostile to us, but again, that's not to say that depending on how desperate he is to have his wish granted, that he wouldn't do it. And Pearl, again, we don't know. Is she actually doing this of her own volition? Or does she still have to follow some kind of a mission from the IPC? We don't know the whole details as to the reason for her involvement. Or more so, how far will she go and what exactly will she even do if she was to get the wish? or not the wish, I guess now would be the whole shebang.
神権が間違った人間の手に渡ることを防ぐためとなれば、聖越者たちの戦術や行動がこれまでより極端なものになってもおかしくないはずよ。ほとんどの人がアイオンの力に最もふさわしい存在は自分だと考えるはず。それが正しいかどうかはともかく、人のエゴとはそういうものなの。
そうだな。もしかするとそれこそがこれまで以上の激しい対立を引き起こすことこそがあの幻月の真の狙いなのかもしれない。
Yeah, see, Velt knows where I'm getting at.
パールさんから通信リクエストが届いています。
Ah,
接
boy.
続しますか？
Here we go. Great. How's this call gonna end up?
皆様、先ほど別れたばかりだというのに、このように急な連絡を差し上げることとなり、誠に申し訳ございません。
どうか気にしないで。このタイミングで急な連絡ということは、先ほどの幻月の宣言についての話かしら？
はい。空に浮かぶあの月ほどに、人々の感情をかき乱すことに長けた存在は他にいません。真剣の永久以上とは、まさしく前代未聞です。
幻月の裏に悪意ある何者かの存在を疑いたくなるけど、優越以外にあの月を操れる者がいるとも思えないのよね。
とにかく先ほどの幻月の発言で、人々は自らの手で神を作れるかもしれないことに気づきました。彼らの感情、そしておそらくは生み出される眼力もかつてないほどに高まっているでしょう。超常現象管理局の観測によれば、すでに多数の現像種が活性化し、騒ぎ始めているようです。普通の人々が突然自分の手に権力があると思い込んだ時、その判断はより過激で無謀なものになります。皆様、どうか慎重に、くれぐれもご自分の身を守ることを第一に行動してください。
We need protection?
いえ、そこまでする必要ありません。ただ、公の場に顔を出すのはなるべく避けるように心がけてください。メディア広報部の世論監視によると、世間では現在請求列車の話題で持ちきりだそうです。
So it's like this is a chance for them, or at least for other supplicants, to try to gain popularity, right? Because before, they would start looking like the villains if they tried challenging us the normal way, right? Because we stopped Sparksy from causing that whole catastrophe over at Graphia Academy, but with the whole thing with the Daybreak Squadron, people are starting to think we're not exactly the heroes that we're made up to be from the stories, right? I mean, that's not exactly the truth, but again, once that doubt starts to set in, it's hard to get rid of it. So again, this creates now a possibility for other supplicants to gain popularity. If they start to be like, we won't stand for the Astro Express, or they want a challenge to then improve their popularity, they might get it for being the underdog who's trying to take down the top dog, right? Because everyone loves an underdog story.
ああ、俺もネットで話題になっているのを見た。レイメージャーたちとの戦いの後から彼に不利な言説が多くなってきているようだ。ある局の時事評論番組では、請求列車の冒険は全てカンパニーが演出した偽の物語だったと主張していたな。請求列車がこの楽園のヒーローを潰しにかかっているだとか、中にはさしたる根拠もなく新たな失言魔は彼だというものまでいた。
Yeah, and it also doesn't really help that we don't reveal the truth about the Daybreak Squadron, right? Because, again, even if we wanted to, we can't. And even if we tried to, we don't have evidence, so it'll just make us look worse.
はあ？何にも知らないくせにどうしてそんなひどいことが言えるの？
And now you know what real life society is, March. They just go with wherever the wind takes them. They don't actually have any thoughts or feelings of their own.
そういった声が増えている背景には、漫画によるメディアの印象操作があると見て良いでしょう。治安局からの報告では、先導された多数の仏業戦隊のファンたちが列車への復讐を宣言しているようです。こうした人々が駅に押しかけてこないとも限りません。こちらからも警備を増員します。
You can't control public opinion, can't you?
確かに不可能ではありません。ですがあなたはコントロールという言葉を過大評価しているようですね。世論の場においては強者の方こそが弱者となります。それに
あんたは当面の間列車から距離を置く。そうでしょ？
ご推察の通りです。しばらくの間、私は皆様への表立った接触を控えることといたします。皆様もお分かりかと思いますが、カンパニーと結託しているという噂が事実だとみなされてしまえば、列車のイメージをさらに悪化させてしまいますから。
Yeah, I mean, if we keep going to their headquarters, it definitely will start to create that idea, right? But again, part of me wonders, is she also doing it to kind of save her own skin in this tournament, right? Because in the end, this is a popularity contest that doesn't necessarily have to end with fists. So, it makes me wonder if she's also trying to keep her image being a supplicant of the competition. Again, I'm not saying officially, because again, Pearl may actually be thinking of us. And like I said, I'm trying to think for both sides here, okay? But like I said, our experience with the IPC doesn't exactly make them the best of friends with us. Yeah, it's like, dude, I already know why we can't disclose this, but let's just ask anyway. Let's see what they say specifically.
それはできません。
Yep.
世論が沸騰している状況では、真相を説明したとしても、事態は収まるどころか、さらに過熱するだけです。
Yeah, because that's the other problem too. It's like, even if we try to, first of all, like I said, we don't have evidence. The second thing, even if we wanted to, and we had some way of doing it, we'd have to reveal what Ashvale did in the end, right? Because then they'd be like, where's the Daybreak Squadron? Why is there only Cinderborn? And then what's really the issue is that we'd be targeting not one, but two people in the process. We'd be targeting both the Daybreak Squadron and Full Wish. It'd be one thing if we were just to, not slander, but talk negatively about one of them. But if we're doing both, it definitely just makes it sound like we're just slandering them rather than actually trying to get the facts straight or trying to be like, this is what happened to us, you can try to believe us or not about this one thing. But multiple things that don't really have any clear indications, it's definitely much harder to make that a solid case.
ハッピーオペは受けた人を北条の力によって変えてしまう。
Yeah.
そのような衝撃的な事実を公表したところで信用されないか、民衆がパニックに陥るだけでしょう。
Yeah, because look how freaked out people were when they thought it was the second coming of the serial murder 15 years ago. If we did have something like this and about the abundance transformation, it definitely would be like, you know, what happened to us in reality years ago, which we don't need to talk about.
ただ、ハッピーオペの原理解明と想定される影響の調査を急ぐよう、超常現象管理局には指示しておきます。皆様もカメラの前での発言や行動には十分にご注意を。それがたとえ善意の言葉であったとしても、切り取り、編集され、そして曲解される恐れがありますから。ええ、おっしゃる通りです。ですがこのように世論が過敏になっている状況では、くれぐれも警戒と自制を怠らないようにしてください。
And also, if we stay hidden in the shadows, that also gives everyone else a chance to like continue their campaign, right? Because if it's like, oh, the strongest or the big dog at the competition sitting on the bench right now, just chilling after all the stuff that happened, this is our chance to take the spotlight from them while everyone's kind of neutral to them, right? A new tale or a new hero can be born from the moment of peace, or something like that. That could be like another thing that Pro could potentially go for if we sit out for too long, trying to think about our own safety. But again, that's only
今回の
hypothetically.
現月の宣言が私たちの友好関係の妨げとならないことを願います。何しろ私たちの共通の敵マンガンもあの宣言を耳にしたはずなのですから。申し訳ありません。こちらも立て込んでおりまして、私はこれで失礼いたします。
この状況、あんたはどう思う？
It's definitely not great.
事態がこれ以上悪くなる前にマンガンを止めないと。たとえ現月遊戯の参加者じゃなかったとしても、俺はきっとそうすると思う。
Yeah, because again, it's like I said, even if we didn't do anything, it's not going to change the situation. Or if anything, they might think this is perfect for them because if we choose to sit because we're scared, they can just continue to do whatever they want. Try to spread their campaign, try to spread chaos, or whatever. Dude, seriously, why would I say for Scott? Fuck you. For everyone she is fooled, fuck them. They're all under her delusion. For Cinderborn.
グレート。それから彼の仲間たちの
Yeah, at least for him.
本物のヒーローになりたいって夢を
I at least care about him.
マンガンはもてあそんで踏みにじって最後には捨て駒にした。俺は俺を憧れだって言ってくれたグレーを守りたい。グレーや彼のように列車を愛してくれる人たちのために戦いたいんだ。
そうだな。現状最も危険な相手がマンガンなのは間違いない。ひとまず今は全力で彼女に対抗するのがいいだろう。マンガンといえば一つ気になることがある。研究会が会員に施していたハッピーオペには豊穣の力が使われていたというが、
Yes!
マンガンは普通の人間にしか見えない。彼女は一体どこでそんな危険な力に触れたんだ。
I knew I could count on you to be the smart one, old man. Thank you. That's what I've been saying. How the hell was she even able to use such a thing? There's no way. Especially if she's such a noob about the whole situation, right? Because if it's kept in a top secret place where Evanescia resides, how else would you even know about this?
もしかすると仙台湿ゲマの負の遺産を利用してるのかもしれないわね。
They're growing poison.
15年前に現れた人の血肉を操り絵を描く悪魔。あの悪魔は戦いの中で狂気や錯乱に陥った様子を見せることがあったわ。あいつが人を殺すたびに残す結果はただの思いつきで描かれたものじゃなかった。彼は後に取り調べの中で光り輝く金色の木が見えた。木は永遠の命を約束してくれたと供述したの。
Could that have to do with what they were saying before, right? With Pearl and Ashvale, right? Ashvale was saying it sense is somewhat familiar, right? And then Pearl was talking about Shuhu, right? And like I said, I think Dan Hung and Blade had mentioned Shuhu at one point as well. Maybe going back to like the concept of abundance that was like a central idea in Zhangzhou's history. Maybe. But again, why would he be able to even see the tree anyway? Does that mean like he's potentially reaching the height of elation? Like maybe that is like maybe where Evanescia resides, maybe it's like a form of purgatory, right? It's the state between our reality and then the realm of higher beings, maybe? Because if that's where the masks are residing, maybe it's like that's the point where you would access like, congratulations, this is the next step. Maybe. It's possible. The Phantasmal Courtyard Sacred Tree?
かの狂人が見たのがただの妄想の産物か現実に存在する何かだったのかはわからないけどその可能性はゼロじゃないわね。彼は幻の中でその金色の木の枝に絡みつかれ狂気と快感に溺れたと言ったそうよ。あらゆる人々の前でその花を開花させるその奇跡を起こすためなら何人殺すことになろうと厭わないとそう語ったの。改めて考えてみると棺間は明らかに豊穣の力を宿した聖越者だったわ。その彼が二層楽園で引き起こした悲劇が次なるもう一人の自分満願を生み出したのね。
Interesting. Kind of like when someone who's lost someone important to them due to the acts of another person, they seem to always like enact revenge, right? And it also leads them down a dark path. Maybe not the same path, but still somewhere where it's like they're cursed by that event. That it's just become a part of them, regardless of whether they mean for it to divert their whole attention to it or not. Wow, interesting. Yeah, I guess it would make sense, because one blossom to bloom before all. Does it maybe mean like, and again, this is just a theory and the concept of the game. This isn't taking a literal sense or anything. It's kind of like when people say when your life flashes before your eyes, you kind of see all this stuff. Again, I wouldn't know. I've never gone through an experience like that, and I would hopefully not have to go through something like that, but is it possible that in that state between life and death, because you're at the state where you can potentially reach death, but you're technically still alive, that maybe you can see it? Something beyond even what seems even real? Like maybe it shows a glimpse of something, and that's what he was trying to like convey onto others by putting them all in that life or death state to see that bloom or to see that whatever he saw, like the tree possibly, like the only way to reach is
この
through
二層
death.
楽園でどれだけの人がハッピーオペを受け豊穣の意味物となる危険をはらんだのかしら。考えただけでもゾッとするわ。満願あの日から今日まであんたの身に何が起こったの？罪のない人々の陰であんたは一体何をするつもり？彼女のことをもっと詳しく探る必要がありそうね。私はグラフィア学園に行くつもりだけど、みんなも一緒にどうかしら？
Yeah, because that's the thing is like, Himiko said she knew her as like a junior, but that doesn't really mean she like knew her, right? So I guess it is better that we learn about her circumstances now.
前回の遊戯で棺間が残した痕跡や学院が保管している生徒の資料なんかを調べて、当時の先生方からも話を聞ければきっと何かつかめるはずよ。
I wonder, will we try to go back to that little like parallel reality that Himiko's father resides in, right? Because to be fair, we did see images of that incident, right? And again, we still don't know why exactly that was there, right? Because it wasn't even meant for that intent, according to Ryusuke. It was meant to just be his own little hiding hole, but if that's the case, then what did we see? Or did someone make it that way? Again, makes me think we're gonna start to see more things connect, or that maybe there's another player in this game. Maybe not as a supplicant, but someone else heavily involved in this whole mystery. Very interesting. Okay. But I'm gonna wait a moment.
わかったわ。確かに
Okay,
漫画は
that's
とて
what I
も手強い
think.
相手だし、
We're gonna see
できる
more.
限りの準備はしておいた方がいいものね。
Because again, Himiko's not
それじ
really...
ゃまた学院で合流しましょう。
She's not really telling us the full details of the case, right? Like, how did she defeat him? What exactly happened there? Like, the specifics. And who knows, if we saw a memory of what happened there, even though it's not Himiko's memory, is it possible maybe we can see the perspective of what did Full Wish see in that, right? Did she see the actual perpetrator? Was she just lucky that she wasn't in that particular classroom? Was she, like Himiko, that she wasn't actually there, but it still affected her? Who knows? Again, I'm just thinking it's going to be like, whatever we saw in there, there's going to be more that we're going to be able to see later. That's at least my train of thought. But we'll see. But I think this is a good place to save for now. Damn. About time we go into more depth about this this Bloom person, you know? Because, like I said, it's getting interesting. There are definitely interesting moving parts going on. Again, I am kind of disappointed that those supplicants, or I mean, the squadron were the ones who did that to the syndicate. But again, we don't know the nature of what exactly did they do, or how exactly did they do it, right? Because did we go over the method as to how the syndicate was, how they were taken out? Like, did we go through like autopsies and all that, or no? I mean, we probably did, but is it enough to say what the direct cause is? And like the modus operandi?
Yes.
Like, to what degree was it copied? Like, was it the everything, or was it just like only the handprints, or what? I want to know a bit more about that as well. Because again, I guess maybe that would explain why they eliminated Scott, right? Because they were going crazy for their desire to be heroes and happy, that they had to eliminate anyone in their way, and Scott was gonna be that person, maybe. But then it brings like another question, right? Why did they need another mask? Because seemingly they possibly went there to get another mask, but if they already had 3 people for one mask, what's to stop them from like giving it to other people? Or is there more to that rule that they know that we don't? Or who would they have even given the other mask to then? Would it have been Cinderborn? Would they have tried like another 3 or multiple people for one mask? Or is there, like I said, something more that we don't know about all of this? There's still a lot of things that we're not exactly clear on. But again, some things are starting to piece together, and now that abundance is finally taking shape into this whole thing. And again, I don't know why I didn't even think about it with the whole tree in Evanesia's place at the courtyard. I should have thought of that first thing, but no, I completely forgot that that tree is the concept of the whole thing with abundance, transmutation. It just completely, it just was not like still present in my mind for it for some reason. But it's getting cool because again, we're adding other elements to this. And again, I think it's going to lead to a much bigger, grander mystery that it's like, this is just one of many parts. I am a bit upset that we didn't get to have more of Ashvale for that, especially since he's like the main guy for this. Like, I wasn't expecting him to take over the protagonist role, but at least a bit more of investigation sides with him in charge, you know? But it's like, he was there at least for the beginning part to kind of establish a suspect, and then after that we just see him for like the very end of that part, where it's like, I don't know, it just feels like a bit too boring, because it's just like us doing normal stuff like we always do and not another character, which they've done a good job with that at times, but this definitely does not really seem like one of them, like compared to like how Dolly had a much greater effect on the whole story in 3.8. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna leave it there for now. Like I said, next time when we come back to this, which will probably be Sunday again, we'll continue with the main story. And again, I'm hoping for some of these things that I have theorized here to actually like be on the screen. Like I said, I'd like to relive a bit more what happened that day, if possible, or maybe even see like a phantasm of like a memory of sorts, or maybe even Full Wish's perspective when that happened. If a way to trigger would be us entering that world again in that classroom again. But who knows? It may just be wishful thinking. I'll see what I'll be able to stream today. I'll see if I can finally do Punishing Grey Raven, but at the same time, I want to do more Tales of Berseria Remastered, because those of you who checked out the stream on Saturday know I had to end it a bit early so that I could grab the family dinner. Because we just got like Chinese takeout, but I had to go pick it up and everything. And I didn't want to leave like my computer on for like 20 to 30 minutes. With like no guarantee if traffic was going to like add extra time to it or not. So I had to go about it that way. So I'm not sure, maybe if I'll do Tales of Berseria Remastered today instead, and then Wednesday I can do Punishing Grey Raven. I'll have to see. We'll see what I can do about it in regards to my schedule and everything, but I definitely will stream tomorrow. Like I said, I just don't know which of the two I will stream. But still, at least I'm now finally at 4.2. I'm almost caught up in main story. We just need to do a bit more. But the thing is, I don't know, like, with Evanescia being the other character for this patch, is it gonna be like it's 2 parts to 4.2 story? Like, will it be the first Happy Silver Wolf and then to be continued, and then for Evanescia to be continued, or is it just all one thing and then it's just like I don't have to worry about that stuff? Because if we can get through with it probably in like a couple more streams, then I guess I can try to finally put Witch of the Holy Night for Sunday streams. Because like I said, with them trying to make an adaptation as like a movie or anime or whatever they're planning to do with that, I might as well actually catch up on that or start that story before I try to do like Tsukihime remake in the future. But again, that's something I still have to think about in the future. But for now, that's the current way of things. But anyway, let me give a huge shout out for everyone who showed up to the stream for tonight. So shout out to Dragosonic12 and Divine Wing for both showing up to the stream. Great chatting with both of you. And I will make sure to check out Digimon Beat Break this week. Like I said, I already wrote enough or constructed enough for myself on my phone. So I definitely should be able to check that out sometime during this week. Again, I don't know if I'll do it automatically, but I will definitely at least take time to at least watch an episode or two at the very least this week. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream but not already follow the channel, please make sure to follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel. I post all the VODs. Subscribe as well. Join the Discord, you guys know already. Links to all those are on the channel. But this has been Xando's Vice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys next time. We're out.
Temp レベルマックス出力最大